This thing on? This thing on? Yes, it's on. Oh, I'm out of focus. That's a little bit too much. Nope, nope, nope. There it is. There it is. What's up, guys? This is your boy DZD, aka the Drink King, Purple World Entertainment, live from the Dungeon Palace Studios. Once again, as you guessed from the title, we are going to get into some ways for what it takes to make your melodies sound hot. That's the gist of this video. I've been getting a lot of comments in the comments of my videos, and also the guys that have been booking on the live video help sessions. It seems to be a question that I get all the time. How do my melodies sound the way they do? I do not mind explaining it as many times as it takes for you new guys and also for you older guys that have been following the channel to grasp the concept. So that's what we're gonna go through, and you'll notice as I bring these tips to you, everything is very, very simple and anyone can do it. Not even on the MPC software, but on any type of software, this can happen. So I don't want to take too much time. I want to jump right into it. But before we do, smash that subscribe button and also smash that bell notification so you guys can stay up to date when I post content like this and you can get notified. So I'm feeling good. Let's jump inside. We're going to construct a melody from scratch, and I'm going to show you a few tips on how I get it done. Let's do it. All right, peeps, we are live inside the MPC software, and we're going to get these melodies started. First thing that you need, number one, is a very, very good instrument. That is the first thing you need. You need good sound in order to get a good melody. So that's what we're going to do. This is a very good VST made by Elite Plugins. This is the Elite Pianist, and it's just a piano VST. These piano sounds are amazing. It's almost as if they took their time and crafted these sounds to fit very, very good pianos and very, very realistic pianos. This is one of the pianos that I use a lot of. It's the Milestone piano. That's amazing. You know, like, I don't even think I've heard a piano that's that good, you know, in a VST, but it's just realistic and amazing. So that's what we're going to start off with. Let's start off with some chords first. That's the second tip. Make sure that, you know, whatever you start off with, you know the sound of it, meaning that you know exactly where what you're trying to achieve with that. So I'm going to start off with some chords because I start off with chords when I want to achieve kind of like a dreamy type of feel. I like to lay the underlying notes first before I lay the melody down. If I'm going for a bouncy type of feel, then 9 times out of 10, I would lay the melody down first because I want to catch that bounce and then layer my sounds underneath it to kind of back that up. I'm going to lay the chords down with this dreamy piano, and then we're going to go back and put the notes in. The MPC obviously makes that easy. You can just put it in chords. We're going to go with A natural minor. No specific reason. I just want to make a beat in this scale. So A natural minor, one of my favorite scales. So let's do it. Now we have those chords laid out. Okay. Now, to make our chords a bit more human feel, right now these chords are plain. The MPC also makes that very easy. If you go to edit and then you go down to Humanize, you can click on Humanize velocity and keep the Humanize time, everything the same, and bring up the velocity maybe to about 35 or something like that. And then you hit do it, and it's going to shift these notes around to kind of give it a human feel. You know, if you notice, the notes may not start on the grid anymore. Just shifted them around to kind of give it like a human feel, like as if a human was playing it. So that's what I did. So let's check it out now. So now that we have our chords laid down and we have our good sound, our first 2 tips, the next tip is to make sure that whatever you lay down over your first sound is matching with the whole entire beat. So once you pick out that first sound, whether it's chords or melodies, the next thing you want to do is make sure that next sound matches with it. So we lay down chords, obviously. So now we're going to lay down a light melody over this. So we want to make sure that this melody matches. So I'm going to just freestyle something until I catch something that matches with the beat. So I'm going to take it off of chords. I'm going to put it on notes, and I'm going to go a higher octave because I don't want these notes to blend in with the melody. I want it to stand out from the chords. So I'm going to go higher in octave. And then we're going to lay down the melody on top. All right, there we go. We have our melody. Now that this melody is layered, one thing I like to do is go up to here, and I'll select my melody that I just played up at the top, and I'll go down here and reduce the velocity of the notes just a bit. It's on 127. Let's bring it down to about 100. Because I want those notes nice, and I want them to be nice and light. I still want them to be heard, but I want them to be nice and light. So we got our melody laid down, we got our chords laid down, and we have a good sound. All three of those tips, everything is done nice. The next thing I like to do is try and go in and tweak your sounds the same way we use the Humanize feature to tweak the chords a bit and make it a bit human. Now we're going to tweak the melody, but we're going to do it manually, and this is just one way I like to do that. I like to put a few half steps on the melody. So let's see where I can put them in. Let's see. See, I can put it here when it makes the little staircase here. So what I mean by a half step is I duplicate the note by holding Alt and drag it down, and then I hold Shift to unlock it from the grid. That moves it freely, and then I put it right before the note. That way it hits right before the note. We can do it again here. So all I do is just hold this, hold Alt, and I duplicate the note so wherever else I want it. Okay, and we're going to put it there. Then I'll hold Shift to slide it over. We can put another one there. All right, there we go. We just manually created a nice little groove with our melody. All right, the next tip to enhance your melodies and get them to set well is to add a few bass notes underneath your melody. Now, when you add bass notes, sometimes what a lot of people do is click these last notes and just duplicate them in the chord. But what I like to do is, keeping in theme with this human feel, I like to go ahead on and fill out my bass notes. So I'll do the same thing as the melody, but I'll drop it down an octave. Okay, and then when I do that, now I can fill out some bass notes that go with the melody. So let's see if I can do that. All right, there you go. Now we're going to do the same thing with that. We're going to highlight all of our bass notes, and then we're going to bring that down just a bit. See, now our melody is starting to take shape with just a few of these human feels, and that's the idea of the tip. Just try and get that humanized feeling to your melodies by adding small little things like this. All right, the next tip to make good melodies is to use your effects. You guys seen me use this before. I like to use the halftime plugin. I'm more than sure a lot of you guys know about it. You can give your piano chords or your melodies a halftime effect that layers it in the background. That way it kind of gives it more of a human feel. So what I like to do is I like to put it on 1/4, and then I'll work with this mix knob to add my melody in with the effect. So let's see. Now that it has added that underlying effect, you can highlight everything and shift your melody up. That way it puts it up octaves and it gets rid of that low end. Let's shift it up 3, A, B, C, D. So we shift it up to D, and then we can see how it sounds. Let's see how it sounds one more. All I'm doing is just hitting the up arrow. I got everything selected, I'm hitting the up arrow just once. And then I'm changing the MPC so the notes will follow. Another effect that I use is the Isotope Vinyl plugin. So let's grab that. The Isotope Vinyl plugin just gives your sound a record type feel, like a vintage type feel. It has the sound of a record. So I take down the year to about 1960. That way it gets rid of that a little bit more of that bass. And then I work with the warp and sometimes the noise feature. Let's see what it does. So now we have a bit of a vintage feel going on. We have some effects on it. And now our melody sounds like it's authentic, like it's not dull and bland. It has a human feel to it. Let's take the BPM. Let's go from 148 to let's go to 163. All right, I got the Iota Mini VST with the classic keys. Let's see if we can lay a few little vocals down underneath this track. I got the arcade plugin for that. And I pulled up this Distant Voices pack. It's in key already, so we're gonna see if we can just try and find something that fits. Let's see if we can do it. Man, those vocals brought it to the next level. I like that, man. And that's our track. And if you notice, everything flowed well simply because we constructed that nice melody. Let's solo the melody real quick. That's the way to make your melody sound good. Just a few tips. Make sure you guys rewind this video if you need to. There's some very, very helpful things that helped me when I first started creating melodies and make them fit well. So there you have it. There's the video, guys. I hope you guys got something from it. Make sure you guys smash that like button. Also, drop me a comment below. Let me know some of the tips you use when you're making your melodies. I always love to hear from you guys. Let me know how you enjoyed the video as well. All that good stuff. So thank you guys for tuning in. This is the kid DZD, aka the Drink Kang, live from the Dungeon Palace, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.